Yeah, absolutely. All right. Man, packed house here today. All right, talk to me.
I asked Coach Beck about this too, but you played a lot of split safeties against the Giants, and obviously you're trying to take away the league. But what is it about your personnel that really seems to fit that?
All right. I mean, I think, when you're playing split safety defense, you don't have to have as much talent on the outside or back deep when you're playing zone defense. You look at some of the old school teams that played a lot of Tampa 2 and things of that nature. You just have to have guys who are disciplined, making sure if you're supposed to play in the flat, play in the flat. If you're supposed to be a deep player, make sure you stay deep. A lot of guys came from those Tampa 2 systems that, of course, have jackets in the Hall of Fame. But you don't have to have as much skill set to play the split safety defense.
How challenging is it for your group, and you're playing Lamar, you got to worry about pass catchers, but he can take off and everything?
Very, very much so. I mean, you just said it. This guy can take off at any time. And so when you're dealing with a guy like Lamar, you need to understand that when we use the word plaster. So when he starts scrambling, if you have a guy in your area, you need to start connecting to your man and stay with him. Let the pass rushers rush Lamar, and let the underneath zone defenders maybe close in on him. But if you're a secondary guy, umbrella guy, you need to grab a guy and plaster.
Dave, how much of, and again, I know it's 3 games, but I remember Justin Reed, tweeting out support of young guys, especially after the game in Brazil. How much of his presence do you think is still with the guys, and what's it like watching young players have to do it and learn it themselves when they don't have that senior veteran?
No, you're right. I mean, his presence is still in the locker room, and so you have the guys that he came up with, the Fab Five. So those guys came in with Justin Reed, and so what Justin left here, the residue, that group is still carrying on, his leadership, what he had in our room, and so. I think when you lose a guy like a Justin Reed who's so smart on the football field, who can get us in and out of checks, it does hamper you a little bit. But I think the guys have picked it up. Jamari Connors has done a great job of understanding the defense, because primarily he was a nickel before. Now he's playing nickel and safety, and so we're trending in the correct direction.
Noel Williams has had a progression where he's playing more and more on the outside, and you've left him one-on-one with some pretty good wide receivers. How does that help you with allowing Trent McDuffie to play in the slot?
Tremendously. So if we can have a young man like a Noel come in and do the things that he's doing, you want that. And so the fact that he's able to go out there and use his skill set versus these top receivers, that's helping everyone out. Not only Trent, it's helping the D-line out as well. So he's done a great job.
What stood out to you about Chris's interception?
Say that again?
What stood out to you about Roland Moss's interception?
Just the fact that we knew the play when the kid was motioning in, that he understood the concept that they were going to run, and he took a chance. And sometimes you have to take a chance, and that's what he did. And so the fact that he was able to understand what was going to happen, that was excellent for him. I'm glad he made the play.
Dave, from Brazil till now, what has been the biggest growth you've seen in this secondary?
Probably the communication. These guys are communicating well, no busted coverages. And so when you can communicate well and you don't have busted coverages, that's going to help everyone again. And so it's going to bring the yardage down. So the communication has been, tremendous. So hopefully we'll continue with that.
Coach, Brian Cook, from outside grades, whatever they were, it's having a really nice season.
Yeah.
According to that, I mean, have you noticed, is it maybe he's playing a little in a different spot? Are you using him differently, or is it just an evolution that you're seeing from him?
Yeah, I think what it is we told Brian that he needs to take more chances, be more aggressive in his coverage, and that's what he's doing. He's playing the same position. There's nothing new, but he's actually understanding that, when I get this route concept, let me now take a chance and take a shot at maybe trying to go make a play. Now, he should have caught the one in the end zone. All right, he got up pretending like his neck was hurt and then came back. No, basically you alligator armed it, extend out there and catch the ball. But I think he's just taking more chances. He's more confident, and so that's, good to see Brian on that ascending trajectory that we would like to see him on.
Last one, anyone?
You're having fun with us here.
Yeah.
You tell it like that in the meeting room?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All of them. Even Jalen Watson, go back. Jalen Watson should have had 2 interceptions. That one pass that everyone thought was a dirt ball, it actually went through his hands and hit his stomach. So you look at the TV copy, he should have actually caught that. I think he closed his eyes. You know, it's just like guys who are getting ready to make a tackle. If you close your eyes, you're probably going to miss it. So you have to keep your eyes open, like my buddy Mike Singletary used to do. So, but he should have had 2 interceptions.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Coach.
Thank you, guys. All right. God bless you all.
Appreciate it.
All right. I won't